Oh, I didn't expect it to end like that. Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this May 14th, 2025 All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to welcome you on this horrible, horrible rainy day. This day is good if you are a duck because we've had rain all day. We've had rain. Too much rain the last couple of weeks. Right now it's 60 and raining. It was raining heavy before. But anyway, I don't know what holds for the rest of the week here. I can't get the gardeners to come here to cut the grass. It's like growing. It's like a tropical jungle out there is what it is. But welcome to the All 60s edition. We're here from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till midnight. We'll see. I've been closing down early because of the copyright police here. We'll see how it goes. Tonight, I understand there's like this kind of thing with AI and copyright and all this other stuff. I think that may be affecting this show. I think it might be. But anyway, let's put that out of our mind and let's play the music here. We opened up with a request for Pally Pixel. I was looking for your 50s request. I couldn't find that Amos Milburn, but I found this one. A request for listener Pally Pixel. This group from Norman, Oklahoma, first recording in 1965 for the local Rich label. It featured a guitarist there, Harlow Wilcox. Harlow Wilcox and the Okies. In 1968, they recorded a tune called Groovy Gumworm, and was released locally in Oklahoma on the Impel record label, which would then get picked up by Shelby Singleton's Plantation label in the fall of 1969, and that's the 45 I featured. It had the one on Plantation, his first of three on Plantation there from September 1969. This charted number 30 on Billboard, 35 on Cashbox, number 1 on WCLU out of is it Covington, Kentucky? And that one there, written by the guitarist and also the drummer on that, Bobby Warren. Harlow Wilcox and the Okies on Plantation for, that is a request for Pally Pixel. It's called Groovy Gumworm. Well, we always get groovy here on a Wednesday evening, so sit back for the next 3 hours, and hopefully Johnny G is sounding okay today. But anyway, let us go with the vocal portion here. All requests, I think I've added the first 1, 2, 3. Actually, the first 4, but then it rolls into a request is what it is. And I messed it up here because I don't have it copied in. But anyway, so let's open up the vocal portion here. This group from Daly City, California, they included Bobby, Kenny, Scooby, and James Scarborough. Collectively, they were known as the Performers. And their first release came out in 1967 on the Sir Graham record label. Then they ended up doing 2 on Mirwood Records and out of Los Angeles, California. And I don't know which one this is, but it charted number 27 on WAMS out of Wilmington, Delaware. Our vocal opener from June 1968. Let's give a listen to the Performers on Mirwood Records. It's called I Can't Stop You. The Performers.
Oh no, if you wanna go, sweet darling,
Yeah, we open up the vocal portion there with the Performers. They're out of Los Angeles, California. That's on the Mirwood record label, June 1968 release. I Can't Stop You is the name of the tune. If you are new to this program here, as this show keeps growing in leaps and bounds every week, we pick up about 10 to 15 subscribers. Please consider subscribing. I know many of you that are in our chat room, and we do have many, have subscribed to the program, so I thank you for that. It's really the only way to keep the copyright police away from Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Give me a thumbs up if you dig what you're hearing. Very important for the brass here on YouTube. We're also streaming live on Oldies and More Radio. I want to mention that too. And again, if all is lost on the video, you always can go to oldiesandmoreradio.com. You should go there and you can at least hear it, because I'm going to be here. If they shut me down early, I'll be here till at least midnight. So please keep that on your PC as a favorite. Let us continue here. And you all know I featured this gal from Tuscadero, California, often here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is her 8th of 9 for Berry Gordy's Tamla record label. This tune written by Frank Wilson and R. Dean Taylor. This charted number 93 on Cashbox, number 69 on Billboard, 21 on the R&B chart. And this was a big #1 record if you were tuned into WSOK in Savannah, Georgia. We're going to send this one out to Paul Greco in Philadelphia, because I know he likes this tune from March of 1967. Let's give a listen to Miss Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway on the Tamla label. It's called Just Look What You've Done. Brenda Holloway. We'll send that one out to Paul Greco in Philadelphia there. Great sound there of Brenda Holloway. Boy, that record kind of makes me makes Johnny G want to dance. I really could. I probably could to that one there, although I'm afraid I'll throw my knee out. I am, but I like that tune there. That's her third release. No, I'm sorry, that's her eighth release. Her eighth release on the Tamla record label, March 1967. Brenda Holloway with "Just Look What You've Done" is the name of the tune. You know, she started back in 1962 on Bob Keene's Donna label. She does a cool ballad called Echo, and a great sound there for Miss Brenda Holloway. Let us continue here. This is the debut single for this singer from Baltimore, Maryland. His real name was Roger Dale Pasch, Paesch, but he recorded as Roger Pace. And this is his debut single, came out on the Select record label. Let's go to July of 1965. This Roger Pace on Select. It's called "The Minute My Back Was Turned." Roger Pace. Yeah, did you ever have that ever happened to you the minute your back was turned? But I don't know, it didn't happen to me, really, at least not yet. July 1965, the debut single there from Mr. Roger Pace. Roger Pace on the Select record label. I have the white promo. The stocks are on a blue label with silver print. And Greg Surig sold me that record many, many moons ago. It's called "The Minute My Back Was Turned." Well, the minute my back was turned, somebody tried to swipe a 45. No, they did not. Johnny G, only kidding here. Thank you all for being here. Got a big crowd here on a Wednesday evening. We're right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Thank you all. Those of you tuned in. I got to ask those that are tuned in on the on their ITVs, do you get to see the chat room, or are you using like another device? I think some people use their phones or their tablets and they can watch me on their big screen TVs. I think so. I don't know if you can see the chat on the ITVs. If somebody can explain that to me, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is also the email for requests. If you have requests, got a lot of requests to get to tonight, and we got one more record which will lead into a request. I think our first request will be for James Brown coming up, as I have a twin spin on this great singer up next. The singer from Chicago, born Eugene Dixon, was the lead singer of a vocal group called the Duet. They first recorded back in 1961 for the Nat record label, and he would change his name to Gene Chandler. Now, he took Gene Chandler for his favorite actor. If anybody knows anything about Jeff Chandler, and of course he would have a #1 record in 1961 with a tune called Duke of Earl. And, that originally I think came out on Nat Records originally, but it was nationally distributed by VJ Records. And they released it. But he had a total of 10 releases on the VJ label. Let's give a listen to his 6th release. And this, unfortunately, wasn't a hit. Maybe it was too violent, but I think it would have been a hit because I would have bought it. This was number 114 on the Bubbling Under charts, but this did make it to top 10, number 10 on WDON in Wheaton, Maryland. Let's go to September of 1962 for Mr. Gene Chandler. I think on this single, he was known as Gene Duke of Earl Chandler. And because he used to walk out with that cape and that top hat and that cane, really cool looking. This is Gene Chandler with Tear for Tear.
Tear for tear, I'm gonna pay you back. I've counted every tear, and if it takes all year, you won't get away. I'm gonna make you cry until your eyes run dry. I'm gonna make you pay, baby, tear for tear. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Life for life, I'm gonna pay you back. I've counted every lie and every alibi right up to this day. I'll make you laugh for life. I'll trade you truth for truth. It's gonna be an eye for an eye. Ooh, baby, 2 for 2. I'm gonna make you cry until your eyes run dry. I'm gonna make you pay, baby, tear for tear. True for true, it's gonna be an eye for an eye. Ooh, baby, 2 for 2. I'm gonna make you cry until your eyes run dry. I'm gonna make you pay, baby, tear for tear. Come on, baby, cry. Don't you cry like you did before, yeah. Come on now and cry, cry, cry.
Yeah, that's a great sound of Mr. Gene Chandler there. I think that might have been maybe a little bit too rough. It's too violent, but anyway, it's a little bit of, well, no, we're not going to promote that, but there you go. Great tune there from Mr. Gene Chandler on the VJ record label from September 1962. Song entitled Tear for Tear is the name of the tune. Well, let's do a twin spin here with Mr. Gene Chandler, and this is actually a request for listener James Brown. I don't know if James Brown is in the chat room yet, but we're going to play this one anyway, as after VJ Records, he would sign with Ewart Abner's Constellation record label, and I can't read my can't read, and He was actually I didn't copy this in, Charlene, so you're going to have to get it off of James's page. And he was the label's most successful artist, and they had some great artists on. D. Clark was on that label. A bunch of great tunes on the Constellation record label, but he was the most successful artist. And let's move up now to January of 1964. This is his third of 17 for the label. A tune written by Curtis Mayfield and produced by Bill Shepard, and it was arranged by Johnny Pate. This charted number 107. This also bubbled under on the Billboard Bubbling Under charts, but it was a number 28 R&B tune and a big number 4 record if you tuned into WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland, by request for listener James Brown, January 64, a twin spin with Mr. Gene Chandler. This is called Think Nothing About It for James Brown.
Think nothing about it. You've hurt me so what? It just proves you wasn't true. Think nothing about it. 'Cause other girls have hurt me too. And when you go, I'll find another like you. There must be a black cloud hanging over my head. That's the way the saying goes. Never any good luck, just always bad. And I take it from me, 'cause I know. But this girl I love, she was different. At least that's what she led me to believe. She took all of my faith and left me in disgrace. Now I stand here once more hurt terribly. But darling, think nothing about it. If it hurt me, so what? It just proves you wasn't true. Think nothing about it. 'Cause other girls have hurt me too. You only prove you're no exception to the rule. Think nothing about it. Think nothing about it. Think nothing about it. But this girl I love, she was different. At least that's what she led me to believe. She took all of my faith and left me in disgrace. Now I stand here hurt terribly. But darling, think nothing about it. It hurt me, so what? It just proves you wasn't true. Think nothing about it. 'Cause other girls have hurt me too. You only prove you're no exception to the rule. Think nothing about it. Think nothing about it, baby. Think nothing about it. You just do it again, girl. Think nothing about it, baby. It's all over with now.
Yeah, what a cool tune that is there. Mr. Gene Chandler there, our twin spin by Gene Chandler. That one there going out to James Brown. It's called Think Nothing About It. Sounded like the Impressions were backing him up on that. Didn't it sound like them? Well, you know, that's a Curtis Mayfield pen tune, January 1964. That was his third of 17 for the Constellation record label, Think Nothing About It. Do you know that Major Lance also recorded that tune? And I think about a month later came out on the OK record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. And you know, I got to get the hits out early on the program because I seem to be okay in the first 2 hours of the show with the levels of listeners that I have. And we got a big 81 people in the chat room right now. So I hope you all subscribe to my YouTube channel and you all dig what you're hearing. So give me a thumbs up here. Let's fill a request for listener Amnon. He requested both sides of this 45. You know, when I went, when this record was released in February 1967, my Aunt Mary, she would take me to the record store. So, and of course, she's the one that got me into all the music from the 50s and the soul records into the 1960s. So she would take me to the record store, and this was a record store in White Plains. And she said, Johnny, what records do you like? And I think she had to like them too, or she probably wouldn't have purchased them. But this was one of them. And I said, Aunt Mary, I like this record. Can you buy this record for me? And she bought the record. Of course, it was in her collection until it got into my collection. And only because I remember I was in, let me see, 67, 58. I was like 9 years old, so I was, where are you, like in fourth grade or fifth grade or whatever, but I remember hearing it on the radio. So I said, Aunt Mary, you got to buy me this record. We're going to go back to the Motown Empire here for Martha and the Vandellas. This is a request for Amnon. This was their 14th release on Gordy Records. Again, and this is by that great writing team, Holland Dozier Holland. I mean, at that time, I think 1966, I guess you would consider Motown was really in their big heyday, at least as far as music was going and as far as how it was progressing. Now remember, the Motown Empire started, it started like 7 years earlier or more than that, 8 years earlier, 59 or so. But Berry Gordy Jr. was always involved writing songs with Jackie Wilson and the Miracles and all that. But at this time, 1966, 1967, was really a big time for the Motown Empire. And this was a big hit for the group. This was number 10 on Billboard, number one on R&B, and this was a big number one record here in New York City on WWRL. The great Martha Reeves on lead, and the Funk Brothers in the back are just fantastic on this record. So by request for Amnon, February 1967, let's give a listen to Martha and the Vandellas on the Gordy label. The song is called Jimmy Mack.
I try so hard to lead you.
That's the sound of Martha and the Vandellas here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. By request for listener MOTOWN, February 67 release. That's their 14th release on the Gordy record label. Jimmy Mac is the name of the tune, and I think William asked, Bill Sheriff asked how much I think they were 79 cents. I think that was like a national price unless you were going into the 10 for a dollar bin or 4 for a dollar bins, but I think new records at the time were 79 cents each. At this particular record store, though, if you bought 10 of them, you got the 11th free, and of course my aunt, she always took advantage of those, so I think she probably bought 20 records off the charts that day. And I think she went into the oldies section too. Okay, because she bought some Barbara Mason records and a bunch of, I remember her buying Church Bells May Ring. I broke her copy. She brought it on Oldies 45. They were selling those as oldies back then in 1966 and 67. But let's give a listen to the B-side of this because this doesn't get played often, and MOTOWN requested it. This was another tune written by Holland Dozier Holland, and then this did chart. This was played in Philadelphia on WFIL. This was a number 12 record on that station, WFIL. So let's flip over Jimmy Mac by Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and you get this tune from February 67. It's called Third Finger, Left Hand. This is for MOTOWN. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you bought that 45, Jimmy Mack by Martha and the Vandellas. That was the flip side. Third Finger Left Hand is the name of the tune. My third finger left hand is hurting me. I don't have anything on mine, maybe just a broken knuckle or so. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. Got a big crowd, and we are also on Oldies and More Radio. If you do have a request, you can email me, vinyltreasures@aol.com. I was going to say Johnny G received so many great emails during the week, folks. Thank you all for that. It was a busy week with the doctors and whatnot, though. But anyway, we are here, and let us continue here. So let's fill a request now for George Chestnut in our YouTube chat. Now, you see the records in the background here. Those are all your requests. Can you see them on the table there? All these records, I got them on the table here, and I got them on the bottom there. So those are multiple requests sent by you, and we'll get through them. I don't know about all today, but we will get through them. But let's fill one here of the big pile that George Chestnut sent Johnny G at Vinyl. You should send them to me, George, at Vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if you type them up on my YouTube wall, you can type it in one post. Don't do 30 separate posts. I don't know, maybe that brings more people to the site, maybe it does not. But anyway, we got a touch of the 70s here, and I know Miami Santi likes a touch of the 70s. Now, this group is from Philadelphia. They included Alfred Brown, James Harris, James Lee, and Ronald Hamilton. Collectively, they were known as the Intrigues, and not too long ago, I played their first release on this label, Records, Y-E-W Records. It was called In a Moment. I think that was their biggest hit. But this was their follow-up to that tune. Now, they first recorded in 1969. They had a release on the Bullet label, but then they, with their next, I think they had a total, Charlene has it here, 6 releases on the U record label. This was their second. We go to April 1970. Touch of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. The Intrigues for George Chestnut. It's called Let's Dance.
Oh
Here you go, George Chestnut. There you go. That tune is for you. Let me see. I lost. Let me see. I have one page for George Chestnut here, and I lost it here. Here we go. Touch of the 70s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, April 1970. Those are the Intrigues. That's their second release on the U record label. Let's Dance is the name of the tune. That one produced by Bobby Martin and Tom Bell. There you go. A couple of Philadelphia guys. Let us continue here. I have to say to Ron Harry, I've been looking in the 1970 boxes for a while because I have a bunch of requests for Busta Bass and also for I think Bill Sheriff and Leonard Mancini and a couple other guys, especially Ron Harry. So I was looking in, and they're all mixed up. So what I'm doing is anything from I think I've been pulling everything from 1974 and earlier. So I have them in other boxes. There's about 15 of them so far. So my mother's going to have to help me put them in alphabetical order. Not so much by artist, but at least all the A's in one box and the B's in another. So I bring up the boxes into the kitchen, and she kind of does it for me while I'm doing something else or whatever. But I did find this request for Ron Harry. You requested it quite a while ago because I had it checked off and I knew I had it. And it turns out I have like 4 copies of the record. So they were all 4 together there. And I found multiple copies of other things I was looking for. But this is for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. This singer from Rogers, Texas, born Joseph Arrington Jr., but you know him as Mr. Joe Tex. He signed with, originally back in 1955, he signed with King Records, and he had a whole bunch of, he has some really nice records on King. He also has a bunch of them, or some of them on Ace Records, and then other releases on other labels like Anna and Jalen. In 1961, he signed with Buddy Killen's Dial record label, and he had 55 releases on the Dial label. That's a lot of records. It is. Till I think 1979 or so. Now, Ron requested his 44th release. This tune written by the label owner Buddy Killen. Now, this is actually, I think this is a B-side. Okay, because my brother Michael played the A side of this, which is a song called You Said a Bad Word, which is kind of like a novelty tune. I remember my brother Michael, who was born 1970, okay, and this was much later on, of course, because this record was released in May of 1972. So he was young when he was listening to this record. I don't know. I think I had an extra copy, and he was playing it on one of those, those Big Bird players. And you're going to play this record on a Big Bird player, you're gonna really gouge out the grooves. But anyway, this is the flip side of that. And it's actually a pretty nice ballad. And you know Joe Tex, he'll talk a little bit, but then he'll come in and sing. It's a cool tune, so we're going to play it right now. Let me line it back up there, folks. Here we go. So from May 1972, by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, Mr. Joe Tex on Dial Records. It's called It Ain't Gonna Work, Baby. Joe Tex. This is for Ron Harry. Here you go.
Well, you finally got around to telling me you don't love me, huh? I wondered when you get around to it. But you know one thing, girl? I've known all along how you felt. As a matter of fact, I've known ever since last summer. But I just wanted to see how long it would take you to tell me. I knew right after you and the baby got back from your vacation. I guess I should have gone with you and maybe this wouldn't have happened. But girl, you know I had to work. But then another thing, if I can't trust you out of my sight for 3 measly little weeks without you falling head over heels in love with some man that you've never seen before, like some little schoolgirl, I don't guess we were meant for each other anyway. And one more thing, when 2 people were in
in love, as much as we were in love, and one lover stops loving, you can tell it. Even a fool can tell it. But I'm gonna give you your freedom and let you go on back to it. Well, just wait until I leave for work. Will you do that for me, please, ma'am? Because, baby, I don't think I could stand to see you leaving me and taking my child for another man to raise. I'll leave you some money on the kitchen table on my way out, and you leave a forwarding address so the lawyer can send you the papers. I love you, baby, but I also want to see you happy. And oh yeah, one more thing. You don't have to tell me who he is, but would you do something for me? I want you to tell me one thing. Just tell me this, girl. If you knew you didn't love me, baby, why did you put up with me so long? Oh, I would have understood, baby, much better than you'll lead me on. Cause there are a lot of people in the world just like you and I today. One is in love with someone else and just looking for a chance to make that getaway. But when you got your body in one place and your mind somewhere else, oh, it ain't gonna work, baby. No, 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 no. It just ain't gonna work, baby. Oh. It ain't gonna work, baby, no. It just ain't gonna work, baby, no. You just go back to it, baby. Don't stay around here with me another day, no. Because I realize now, baby, I couldn't have made you happy anyway.
There you go. Whoops. I gotta take the headphones off. There you go. That's a tale of galloping woe, I guess we can say it there. But there you go. I found that record for Mr. Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. There you go, May 1972. Joe Tex on Dial Records. It Ain't Gonna Work, Baby is the name of the tune. So different from the other side. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let me see here. Let me find the, where's my page here? Here we go. I'm looking for Graylin's requests here, and here we go. As I found this next 45 out in the wild many, many years ago, this singer, this is a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, first started recording in the early 1960s as a member of the Valentinos. They recorded for Sam Cooke's SAR record label, but he went solo, recording on a number of different labels: Checker, Atlantic, Minute, United Artists, Liberty, and this is on Fred Smith's Keyman label, which was out of Los Angeles, California. And this is a song he wrote. Let's give a listen to Mr. Bobby Womack. Bobby Womack from August 1966, by request for a listener, G-Dog, a.k.a. Graylin, in our YouTube chat room. The song is called, it's a question, it's called What Is This? For Graylin.
Something inside that I'm trying to drive.
Here you go. That's all. Listen, I got to tell you, that record's all worth 10 cents that Johnny G paid for it. I will tell you that much there. Great sound there. Going out to Grayland in our YouTube chat from August 1966. The great sound of Bobby Womack on the Keyman record label. What is this? Is the question that he is asking. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request, because I do have 3 requests for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat. Now, he wanted me to play this tune. Now, I have to tell you in advance, and some records are not in good condition. Most of them I try to get in nice condition, but sometimes, beggars cannot be choosy. And I forget where I found this. This might have been I might have found this at a flea market or whatever. And when they put those box, I think it was a wooden box on top of the records. I'm like, what is going on here? And I said, and again, it had water damage and everything else. So this is a little crackly, but Warren tells me this record goes for a lot of money. So I paid practically nothing for it. But anyway, it's at least you can hear it. But there are some pops in it, so I'm warning you in advance. But anyway, Warren said to me, Johnny, do you have this record? I saw that it sold for some bucks. I don't know where it sold, but they sound like the Impressions. But really, this group, they are from South Philadelphia. They were a trio, and the members of this trio were Salome Bay, Melvin Wright, and Ike Smith. And Ike Smith previously, I should say, actually, all these 3 members were previously with a group called the Daytons, Daytons, and they do a great group record from 1959 called King of Broken Hearts on Norgol Records. But we move all the way up to this release from May of '66. But they did some other releases too up to this point. They recorded for Johnny Madera and David White, or I should say Johnny Madera and David White would write for them as the 3 Jokers. They had a release in the fall of '64 on the Mercury label, and then this release. Then a release, I should say, on the Frantic label in February '66 called Find My Baby. And this was the very next record. This one produced by Leroy Lovett and Frank Bendelnelli. And the tune written by Leon Huff and Cindy Scott. It's from May 1966. They were called The 3 Strangers. Okay, The 3 Strangers on ABC Paramount Records, and they sound like the Impressions. It's called, and maybe this is an answer tune, because don't the Impressions do It's All Right? This is called I'll Be All Right. This is going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room.
Talk too much. Ran around with every guy in town. Girl, you really tore me down. But as long as I got faith, baby, as long as I got faith, don't you know that I'll be alright? I know that I'll be alright. Oh, yes, I will. Friday when I get my pay, that's our only happy day. As soon as all the money's gone, you treat me like I've never been born. about poor little me, but as long as I got faith, yeah, yeah, as long as I got faith, don't you know that I'll be alright. I know that I'll be alright. Yes, I will. Yeah, as long as I got faith. Yeah, yeah, as long as I got faith. Don't you know that I'll be alright? I know that I'll be alright.
There you go, by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat. Now, I got to tell you, people that are making the requests here, when you know you got a great record, you're going to see the response in the chat room. So that should tell you, that's all you really need to know if you make a great request and you got people that comment on it. That's a good thing. And you know, people have different tastes on a lot of music. Some people don't like certain types of sounds and whatnot. We feature all types of soul here on the Vinyltreasure show, and Johnny G likes it all. But again, that one there got lots of likes there. And if you like what Johnny G is doing, I would hope you would like this program here on YouTube, and also please consider subscribing. But there you go, Warren. I apologize for the scratches, but they're called The Three Strangers. That went from May 1966. It's on the ABC Paramount record label, Water Damage and All to the label. I apologize for that, but that is a great tune. I'll be all right. Johnny G will be all right. We're going to be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. for the 78 show. So if you're into the 78s, from the 1940s into the, I think I'm stopping in 1957. Got some blues 78s. John Cummins was asking Johnny G to play some blues 78s, so I did trickle some through the show. So we will do that. And then I'll be back on Saturday night for the 50s and early 60s edition. I play those records as I do the 78 show tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. I play them by year, but not so much here. We hop around here a lot. And let's fill a request for listener Busta Bass as we go back to a touch of the 70s here. And this is a very interesting record here that Busta requested. This singer debut, I should say, no, I'm sorry, that's yours. He wanted to hear this unusual cover tune. Okay, originally, this song was recorded by Tommy James and the Shondells, who wrote this tune and was a flip side of their hit called Crystal Blue Persuasion. I'm sure many of you have heard that tune before, but did you ever flip that record over by Tommy James and the Shondells? Well, this is the tune. This done by this singer from Leesburg, Florida. He was born Gil Hamilton, who, by the way, had releases under that name. First recording for the Fury, Capitol, and VJ Records. That was beginning in 1960. Then in 63, he would sign with Diamond Records out of New York City, and he would change his name to Johnny Thunder. And he had, and I think I have another, if I get to it, for a G-Dog, I have a request for G-Dog with Ruby Winters and Johnny Thunder, if we get to it. But he had 17 releases on the Diamond label through 1968. Now, this one came out on Nate Calla's Calla label, and it came out in March of 1969, and this charted. This was number 17 on WSAI out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is by request for Busta Bass, Johnny Thunder on the Calla label, and his rendition of the tune, I'm Alive. This is for Busta Bass. There you go. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That is Johnny Thunder doing the Tommy James and the Shondells tune, I'm Alive. That one there from March 69 on the Calla record label. I'm Alive is the name of the tune. Johnny G is alive here on a Wednesday evening, so thank you all for being here. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room, as this group is called the Monterey. Now, 45 Cat has this linked to an Ohio group, but that is really not the case. This group, I'm guessing, is out of New York City. This one arranged by Robert Banks. The tune is written by Jimmy McKenzie, produced by Barry Levine. And this song was first recorded, I like this record too, by the way, Chris, thanks for requesting it, first done by Charles Wright in 1962 on the Ember label, but it was called Love, I Won't Be Your Fool Anymore. So they shortened the title to just one word. They shortened it to Love. Let's go to June of 1965 now, by request for Chris Reed, the Montereys on 20th Century Fox Records, and their tune called Love.
I
you go. By request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. And those are the Monterrays. I think they're out of New York City, those Monterrays. June 1965 on the 20th Century Fox label. Love is the name of the tune. That is one word. But actually, that song is called Love, I Won't Be Your Fool Anymore. It's done by Charles Wright. I don't know if I have that record. I think I may. I have to check the disco file for that. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo, as he is in our YouTube chat room. He's tuned in down in Mexico. Let's go to Detroit now, Detroit, Michigan. And this gal was the daughter of Dave Hamilton. Now, he was a session musician at MOTOWN Records, and this was her debut single. Came out on Al Sears, Big Al Sears. He was the band leader and saxophone player here in the, he had a gig up there, I guess, a label up in Chicago. Well, actually, I think it was out of New York, but she ended up recording for the Ciroc label, which was out of New York City. Now, her father co-wrote this tune with William Garrett, Christopher Bell, and Mike Hanks. Interesting trio there, who also produced and arranged it. Her name is Charmaine Hamilton, but she just recorded under her first name, Charmaine. I think the last time I played this, listener Bill Olb wrote it down on his want list, and he ended up buying a copy or two. So we'll send it out to listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, who was tuned into the program. Let's go to August 1962 for Charmaine on Ciroc Records for Adrian and also for Bill Olb. It's called Young Girl.
Billy boy, I want to marry you. Billy boy, that's what I want to do. But I'm a young girl. Oh yes, I'm a young girl. Yes, yes, I'm a young girl, and I just can't leave my mother. Ooh, Billy boy, don't you know I can? Yes, I can. Billy boy, I'll go anywhere. But I'm a young girl. Oh yes, I'm a young girl. Yes, 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 I'm a young girl, and I just can't leave my mother. I heard you ask my ma and pa if you could be their son-in-law. I heard my mama scream, oh no, I just can't let my daughter go. Ooh, Billy boy, I love you desperately, but right now, that's how it's got to be. 'Cause I'm a young girl. Oh, yes, I'm a young girl. Yes, 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 I'm a young girl, and I just can't leave my mother. La la la, la 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 la
There you go, by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat. Man, her father co-wrote that tune. There you go. That's Charmaine. Her name is, what did I say her name was? Her name is, last name, Johnny G. Charmaine Hamilton, yes. August 1962 on the Ciroc label. Young Girl is the name of the tune. We're going to sing about another girl now, and this is a request for listener Edmund Williams. He was in our YouTube chat room. He requested this singer-songwriter and guitarist from Oak Grove, Louisiana, first recording back in 1965 on the J. Beck record label. Then Charlene has here also a release on the Kicker label. I don't know what the Kicker label looks like. Would be interesting to know. But he would sign with Fred Foster's Monument record label, which was out of Nashville, Tennessee, for 9 releases on the label. This was his 5th release and probably best known for this tune. Now, I checked to make sure that the copyright police are not going to come after Johnny G, but usually not in this early stage. So anyway, but didn't Elvis Presley record this record? Well, I didn't give you the title yet. This tune written by, this is a song he wrote. It's produced by Billy Swan and arranged by Bergen White. This charted number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, and number 1 on KJRB out of Spokane, Washington, if you were tuned in. Let's go to October of 1968. Hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Mr. Tony Joe White, by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Tony Joe White with Polk Salad Annie for Edmund.
4. Some of y'all never been down south too much. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this so that you understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. Looks something like a turnip green. Everybody calls it poke salad. Poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down there and she'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it, carry it home and cook it for supper. 'Cause that's about all they had to eat. They did all right. Down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, there lived a girl that I swear to the world made the alligators look tame. Poke salad Annie, poke salad Annie. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama wasn't working on a chain gang. Vicious woman. Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her mess of poke salad and carry it home in a tow sack. Poke salad Annie, the kid's got your granny. Chomp. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. A wretched, spiteful, straight razor toting woman. Lord, I must pick my mess up. Was lazy and no count, claimed he had a bad back. All her brothers were fit for was stealing watermelons out of my truck patch. Poke salad Annie, the gators got your granny. Ooh. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. chorus of it. Good girl. Got to have me. Ate her up.
Yeah, hits here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Edmund Williams. That's Tony Joe White from October 1968 on the Monument record label. A big hit for him, his fifth release on the Monument label, Polk, P-O-L-K, not Poke, Polk. Well, it kind of sounds the same. Salad Annie. I never had any of that salad. My mother made a salad today, which was pretty good. I had, we didn't put oil and vinegar on it, though. I usually like balsamic vinegar and oil. But I think I had like Ken's onion dressing on it today. But anyway, Johnny G digresses. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat. Now, Bill, I was looking for this record for a long, long time. And it was in my 70s box, and I found a vein of Philadelphia International 45s, okay? And I paid $1 for this record here. I don't know if it's worth anything, but anyway, but this is a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, and he wants to send this one out to his wife, Marge. So Johnny G is happy to do that, Bill. This is going out to your wife. Dedication from you to your wife, Marge. This group is out of Camden, New Jersey. They were discovered by Kenny Gamble, and Leon Huff signed them to their Philadelphia International label. They had 7 releases on the label, and this was their first. So this is their debut single. This tune written and produced by Gamble and Huff, arranged by Tom Bell. There's those Philadelphia guys again. And they were a quartet. Now, they included Jerry Holmes, Jamie Tootin, Clarence Vaughn, and the lead singer. His name is David Beasley. And this was, I guess we can say, this was their biggest hit. This was 51 on Billboard, 10 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were tuned into WDAO out of Phaeton, Ohio. From April 1971. Here we go with the 71 songs, Miami Santi. The Ebanese. The Ebanese for Bill Sheriff, dedicating this to his wife, Margie. The Ebanese on Philadelphia International. It's called You're the Reason Why. The Ebanese.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Sound of Philadelphia here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat. I'm sending it out to his wife Margie. April 71 release for the Ebanese. That's David Beasley on lead. You're the Reason Why is the name of the tune. Johnny G is the reason why you're hearing all these cool tunes here for a Wednesday evening right here on YouTube, also on Oldies and More Radio. It's our first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Got a bunch of 78s behind me. I'll feature them tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be back Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. for 50s and early 60s by year. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for David Vilma. I saw David in our YouTube chat room earlier as this duet. You know these two. They are Otis Redding and Carla Thomas. They recorded for, well, Otis recorded for the Volt record label, still subsidiary of Stax Records. And Carla Thomas, she was the daughter of Rufus Thomas, had releases on the Stax record label where they figured this would be a great combination, and so it was. They had 3 singles for the Stax record label. This was their first, and this is actually a cover tune. This was first done a year earlier on the Kent label by Lowell Fulson. He did it first. He also wrote the tune. This is from April of 1957 by request for David Vilma, Otis and Carla, Otis Redding and Carla Thomas, and their rendition of the tune, Tramp. This is for David Vilma.
Tramp.
What you call me?
Tramp.
Well, you did.
You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats.
But I tell you one doggone thing. It makes me feel good to know one thing. I know I'm alive.
Out of opinion.
That's all right, Mama was.
So,
Opportunity. And I know that child loving you all. I know
you know what, Otis?
what?
You're country.
It's all right.
You straight from the Georgia woods.
That's good.
You know what? You wear overalls, them big old broke iron shoes, and you need a haircut, Tramp.
Woman, you too. Ooh, I love her. Mama was. Grandmama. Papa too. Oh, that's all right. But I'm the son of a gun. On this side of the sun.
You're still a tramp.
What?
That's right. You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket. You probably haven't even got 25 cents.
I got 6 Cadillacs, 5 Lincoln, 4 Ford, 6 Mercury, 3 T-Birds, Mustang. Ooh, I'm a lover.
Prove it by me.
My mama was. My papa too.
But
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
well, tell me.
I know the sound of a gun, yeah, inside of the song.
You're a tramp, Otis. I don't care what you say, you're still a tramp.
Call me that.
Look here, you ain't even got no money.
I got everything.
You can't buy me all those minks and sables and all that stuff I want.
I can buy you this, rat, frog, squirrel, rabbit, anything you want.
Look, you can go out in the Georgia woods and catch them, baby.
Oh, but you goofy. That's
You're still a tramp.
good. I know.
Tramp, Otis, you're just a tramp. You wear overalls. You need a haircut, baby. Cut off some of that hair off your head. You think you're a lover, huh?
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for David Vilma. That's Otis Redding and Carla Thomas, April 1967, their first of 3 on the Stax record label, their rendition of the tune Tramp. Johnny G ain't no tramp, not here on a Wednesday evening. Let us continue here. And Charlene wrote down here that this was Avatar. I think you mentioned in the chat room this was one of your favorite tunes by this gal out of Chicago. Her real name, Rosemarie Timothea Aruro, but she would sign with Liberty Records in 1961, and her big hit was a song called Hurt. That was her debut single. She would then sign with Mercury Records, had 9 releases through 1967, and this was her second release for Mercury, tune written by Bobby and Joe Scott, produced by Quincy Jones. This is arranged by Bobby Scott. This is from October 1964, and by request for Avatar. This is Miss Timmi Yuro. Timmi Yuro on Mercury Records singing about your host here on a Wednesday evening. The name of the tune is called Johnny. This is for Avatar.
When I think of Johnny, I remember the spring. I remember his laughter and the way he would sing. Johnny, with my heart, I love Johnny. I love Johnny, but he never knew. He left with leaves falling dead to the ground, and no more will I ever hear his sweet laughing sound. How I love Johnny with my heart. I love Johnny. I love Johnny, but he never knew. Johnny didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that she dug on me. I really didn't. There you go. By request for Avatar in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of Miss Timmi Yuro. October 1964 release there on the Mercury record label. Singing about your host, Johnny. That's her second release. No, she's not really singing about me. But anyway, very, very nice tune by Miss Timmi Yuro. That's going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. Let us continue here. We got a request now for listener Mark Speck. I saw Mark in our YouTube chat room. This is the debut single for this singer. This tune, it's a song he wrote. His name is Dave Blocker. Dave Blocker. This is on the Verve record label. This is produced and arranged by Robert Banks from August of 1968. He had other releases too after this on Eclipse and on Robber, R-O-B-E-R-E. But this is going out to listener Mark Speck, August 68. Dave Blocker's his name. The tune is called Just... Wait. Yeah, it's called... Okay, it's called Just Like a Ship. This is for Mark Speck.
Goodness gracious, what's wrong with me? Just like a ship tossed on the sea, waves of life closing in on me. when my sea was calm. I had everything, everything right in my palm. Oh, let me tell you now, one thing I know, this lesson I've learned. In everyone's life, fate must take a turn. One day happy, the next day sad. Then you lose all that you've had. And you feel like, oh, you just can't go on. Waves of life tossing you, just like a ship tossed on the sea. Just like a ship, but I know, yeah, oh, the day will come, yes it will. I'll look up, oh yeah, and see that sun, oh yeah. There's a lighthouse on that shore, my sea won't be tossed anymore if I keep an eye on that beam. Oh, maybe I'll have my dream. It's been so long, I've got to be strong. Oh yeah, and maybe one day, oh, I won't have to say,
As going out to Mark Speck, the sound of Dave Blocker. Dave Blocker on the Verve record label. Just Like a Ship is the name of the tune. Johnny G can't go on ships because I don't feel too well when the ship goes up and down. I get ill with that. So I don't take many cruises, I can tell you that much. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's fill a request now for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. And I had this leftover request for David Silberg, this group out of Philadelphia, PA. They had a #1 national hit with their debut single on the Parkway label. That was back in 1963, a song called So Much in Love, but altogether had 7 releases for Parkway Records. Now, David requested their 3rd release. This tune written by Norma Mendoza and Jimmy the Whiz Wisner, and it features George Williams Jr. on lead. This charted for the group, number 35 on the R&B chart, number 19 on Billboard, number 14 on Cashbox, number 2 on WJET out of Erie, Pennsylvania from November 1963 for David Silberg. Here are the Times, Tymes, the Times on Parkway, and their tune called Somewhere.
Somewhere my love waits for me, somewhere beyond the sky and sea. Somewhere I'll see her and my heart will know this is the face that I will sow. I hear her voice everywhere, even in dreams she is there. I'll search forever till the day I die, and somewhere, someday, I'll find my love somewhere.
Yeah, Johnny G getting caught here. Can't find the list. We're going to play this next one. Okay, folks, sorry about that. There you go. That sound of the Times there, the early Times. That one there going out to listener David Silberg there. What did I say there? I lost my place here. Where is it here? Here we go. November 1963, that's on the Parkway record label out of Philadelphia, the Times with their tune called Somewhere for David Silberg. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon. I had this in the box to play for. I was going to play it at the end of last week's show, but they blocked me. But we're going to get it in now. But this is for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. This singer-songwriter from Detroit, Michigan, was a member of a group called the Peppermints back in 1959, recorded for the House of Beauty label, HOB label. His real name is Roger Lee Creighton, but he recorded as Lee Rogers. Now, he would go solo in 1962, recording for Mike Harris's Moz label. In 1964, he moved over to Hank's D-Town label and would have his biggest hit with his second release on D-Town called I Want You to Have Everything. But let's give a listen to the flip side of that, the second of 7 on D-Town Records, a song he co-wrote. This is produced by label owner Mike Hanks from February 65 for Gary McClendon, Lee Rogers on D-Town Records. It's called Our Love Is More. Lee Rogers for Gary McClendon.
Our love is more than any love can be. Our love is more than any eye can see. I love you, baby. I need you, baby. For you, my love is true. Our love is more than any love can be. Pretty baby, than any love can be. It sent chills, baby, oh, deep in my soul. Make me feel, baby, that I'll never grow old. I love you, baby. I need you, baby. For you, my love is true. I love you more, yeah, than any love can be. Pretty baby, than any love can be. Oh, hey. I can hold my head up high when I walk down the street. I don't have to lie, baby. No, I don't have to cheat. I love you, baby. I need you, baby. For you, my love is true. I love you more, yeah, than any love can be. Pretty baby, I love you more. Pretty baby, I love you more than any love can be. I love you more, baby.
Yeah, the sound of Lee Rogers here on the 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show, February 1965. On D-Town Records, Our Love Is More is the name of the tune. That is the B-side to his second of 7 on the D-Town record label. I want to say hello to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. And Karen Efron is a big record collector like your host, Johnny G, as well as her sister is. And she is going to be doing a show this Saturday on May 17th. She is doing a guest spot with her sister, Elaine Wade. Karen Efron and Elaine Wade this Saturday, May 17th, on Jim Bakay's WRDV show beginning at 10 a.m. till noon. Very interesting cast. See if I can tune in to that show. You can tune in on www.wrdv.org is the website, and that is at 10, I guess it's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till noon. Guest collectors Karen Efron and her sister Elaine Wade this Saturday on May 17th. And then you're going to be on another show. You're going to be on another show with Mike Carr. And, well, that's 8:30 p.m. That one there is 8:30 to 11. So how could that... Well, that's it. Wow, you're doing a lot of traveling there, Karen. On WVLT. I'm just reading what's off on this thing. And then you're on another show. Yeah, WVLT. That's WVLT.com. That's from 11 p.m. to 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's like 3 shows. That's a lot, Karen. But anyway, so we'll try to tune in to Karen this coming Saturday. But thank you for being in our chat room, Karen. Much appreciated as we continue here. And let's fill a request for Frank Gingaro, who's the host of the R&B Serenade on Sundays on Hofstra University. I don't have all the data here, but... Yes, I do. WRHU-FM 88.7 on Sundays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And that's the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. And they play 1950s vocal group style like I do on Saturday evenings. But Frank is a big fan. Frank and his wife Jerry are big fans of the Soul Show here on Wednesday evenings. And they're out tonight. They're going to hear this on the archive. So this is a request for Frank as we stay in Detroit, Michigan. Now, this group recording for Butler Abney's Dynamics label, which was local out of Detroit. This is their first of 4. This tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Billy George Jones from 1967 by request for Frank Gingaro. These are the Superlatives. The Superlatives on the Dynamics label. It's called Do What You Want to Do. This is for Frank Gingaro.
Yeah. How about that? I'm on with it. You better believe it. We getting ready for one. Yeah, we're gonna cut a rug. We're gonna do what you wanna. Yeah. Let's bring it right, so long now. So long, baby. So long, yeah. On my way, yeah. I'm going to stay, yeah. Now let me tell you, girl. Gotta go now, got to go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, baby. Goodbye, yeah. I gotta go now. Oh, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. Oh, goodbye. We gone.
There you go. That what a good ending on that record there. By request for Frank Gingaro, 1967, The Sound of the Superlatives. That is Billy George Jones on lead. That's on the Dynamics label. That's their first release, first of four. Do What You Want to Do is the name of the tune. And they later recorded for the Westbound record label, also on Wally and 3Gs. Johnny G does what I want to do on a Wednesday evening. So thank you all for being here. I need to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Very important, as the copyright keeps the copyright police away. That's the best thing that you all can do. But you have to be signed into YouTube. Even if you make up a name, you can do that. Let us continue here. So we just heard a request for Frank Gingaro. I also get requests from his wife, Jerry Gingaro, and they are both out tonight. They will be back listening on the archive tomorrow morning. But let's go out to Los Angeles, California. This group had 11 releases on the Audio Arts record label. I should say their biggest hit was a song called I'll Make It Easy. Now, Jerry requested their sixth release sixth release on the Audio Arts label. And this song was originally done way back in 1945. I featured this on my 78 show, as done originally by Deke Watson and his Brown Dots on the Manor label. But so many groups and singers have recorded this tune. But this one did chart. This charted number 14 on KGFJ in Los Angeles, California. I think Cal Wayman is on lead here. Now, Cal Wayman, he sang with a group called the Shamans back in 1959 on the K-Ham record label. And that group, I guess some of the members morphed into this group called the Incredibles from February 68. By request for Jerry Gingaro, the Incredibles on Audio Arts with their rendition of the tune, I Love You for Sentimental Reasons. The Incredibles.
I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe I've given my heart. Girl, I love you, and you alone were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me, and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning, dream of you every night. Girl, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. Hey, I love you, and you alone were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me, and say we'll never part. Hey, I love you, yeah,
There you go. That one there by request for Jerry Gingaro, February 1968 release for The Incredibles. The Incredibles on the Audio Arts label, their rendition of the tune, I Love You for Sentimental Reasons. That was the intended A-side of the 45. Now, I know the UK crowd, they dig the flip side of this, so let's flip this 45 over because I have played this flip side. I don't know if I played that side before, but I have played this side before. Again, it features Cal Wayman on lead, and he also wrote this tune. This is from February of 66. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Charlene, I have the wrong date here. One of them is wrong. I can't. So Charlene, is it one of them says 66 and the other one says 68. So I don't know which one is which. So something's not right with that. I just copied the flip side here from the data file, but either way. The Incredibles, let's flip it over here, but this is a cool dancer here. Cal Wayman on lead. This is the B-side. This charted too. This was number 27 out in Los Angeles on KDAY was the station. Here are the Incredibles with I Can't Get Over Losing Your Love. The Incredibles. My ad.
I could get over losing the sunshine. I could get used to not having the flowers around. I could get over losing the moon above, but I can't. You know I can't. No, grow accustomed, girl, to losing your love. I can get over losing everything I own. I could grow accustomed, yeah, to making a tree my home. But when they talk about losing you, I get so nervous, I don't know what to do. I started crying and moaning, I started aching and groaning, I started shaking and aching. I can feel my heart breaking, that's my heart breaking. I can feel my heart breaking, that's my heart breaking. 'Cause I could get over losing the sunshine, yeah. I could get used to not having the flowers around. I could get over losing the moon above, but I can't. You know I can't, no. I've been trying and trying, but I can't. Oh, no, I can't. I've been trying.
There you go, February 1968. Yes, that is the sixth. Thank you, Charlene, for letting me know. The Incredibles there. So that is my selection there for a dance tune there. Cool dance side called I Can't Get Over Losing You on the Audio Arts label. Oh, there you go. The the copyright police come out. And, see, that's interesting. It's 11:03 and the copyright police come out. Isn't that interesting? Let's continue here. So they shouldn't really bother me on this next request. This is a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat. And this group is out of Washington, D.C. They recorded for the local D.C. Sound label. Now, their debut single was a tune called Don't Be Afraid. Came out in August of 1968. They followed it up with this tune, their second of three on DC Sound. It features Frankie Carl on lead. This tune written by William Jackson, who also wrote their first tune, produced by Gene Dozier from February 69. Let's give a listen to The Dreams. The Dreams on DC Sound Limited for Leonard Mancini. It's called Do What You Wanna, The Dreams. That's a cool tune there, requested by Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room there. That's a great sound of the Dreams there. I lost my place, Johnny. The Dreams from February 1969. That's their second release on the DC Sounds Limited label. Do What You Wanna is the name of the tune. That's Frankie Carl on lead for that one. Those of you that have requests, the best way for Johnny G to get your requests is to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I think because that's the easy way to do it. You also can go to my YouTube page and you can, like, you type notes about the show and whatnot. If you type them in there, Busta Bass does them nice and simple, 1, 2, 3, 4, and puts them in there. So if you put them in there, I can answer you back if I have the records or not. I'm telling you, I'm looking for a whole bunch down in the no humidity basement. So I will find them eventually, like I did find some for tonight's show. But they're all mixed in. It's like I'm telling you, it's a monumental chore. I'm just going through the records and separating 70s from 80s, and it's not that easy. But anyway, and the copyright police were out, so that's not good. So if I say that they're out, we can distract them by hitting those hearts on there, and it usually discombobulates them a little bit, but it has something to do with the artificial intelligence and a time period, okay? Because they came on 11:03, and I remember I got shut down last week at 11:40. It was because I had one after another. Now possibility that they're going to come up on this artist next. This is a request for listener Joseph Smith, but there haven't been when they went away with that Dreams record. But I suspect they'll be back for this. Now, on the April 30th show, I featured this singer, I think it was for Avatar, requested Solomon Burke with his rendition of the Bob Dylan tune, Maggie's Farm. But Joe Smith requested the flip side, which was his 17th release on the Atlantic record label. And this one is I think this was the A-side. This charted number 28 on Billboard, was a big number 2 R&B tune, and number 1 on KDIA out of Oakland, California. The tune written by Don Covey and the singer Solomon Burke. This is arranged by Gene Page. Let's go to May of 1965 for Oldies Fan, aka Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room for the sound of Solomon Burke and the tune called Tonight's the Night. This is for Oldies Fan, Joseph Smith. Here you go.
Tonight's a night that you belong to me. Tonight's a night there'll be no company. Oh, tonight's a night. Tonight's the night. Tonight. Yes, sir. Tonight. Oh, yes, it is. Now listen to me, honey. Someone should call. Don't answer the phone. Somebody knocks on the door. Tell them we're not home. I just want it to be done. Nobody but me and you, honey, tonight. I don't want no friends around. There's a whole lot of sweet talk, yeah, I'm gonna be putting down. Cut on the stereo. Forget about the late show, 'cause tonight, honey, oh, tonight, listen to me. And when the lights are low, I'm gonna lock all the doors and throw away the key, baby. And then I wanna talk to you some more, because tonight I got something I wanna say to you, honey, tonight. I wanna hear you say I do. And that ain't all, sugar. And when I get through, I want you to hold me, squeeze me, all of your might, because tonight, tonight.
There you go. That one there going out to a Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of Solomon Burke from May 1965 on the Atlantic record label. Tonight's the Night is the name of the tune. That's his 17th release. 17th of 32 releases on the Atlantic record label. I'm looking for page 5 here that I can't seem to find. Page 8. I'm looking for Bill Obe's requests here as Chris James. This is Amnon's. This is not that. This is Leonard's. He should be on this page. Yes, here we go. As we continue here on the All 60s edition, as the copyright police are hanging around the corner for Johnny G. Fill a request now for listener Bill Obe as we go to the Providence record label for this gal. her first release came out on Stephen Schlacks, Schlaks, Bardell label, which was out of New York. She recorded as Alice Wonderland originally in 1963. Then her very next release was this 45 on Providence, and she changed her name from Alice Wonderland to Marie Antoinette, but I don't know why she used those names, but her real name is Alice Faye Henderson. And she was the maid of the next door neighbor of this writer, of the writer of the song, Stephen Schlacks. And I guess he said, you know what? I want you to come and record for my label. And so I guess she did, because he co-produced and arranged this. And this did chart regionally. This was number 31 on WENE out of Endicott, New York. Let's go to August of 1964 by request for Bill Olbin, New Jersey, Marie Antoinette, a.k.a. Alice Faye Henderson on Providence Records. Oh, see, they just left. You see, if I talk long enough, they will leave. The song is called He's My Dream Boy. This is for Bill O. Marie Antoinette. As going out to listener Bill Olbin, New Jersey, I have to agree with Record Hound. That is a Phil Spector-ish sound on that tune. Her name is Marie Antoinette. Didn't she lose her head, Marie Antoinette? You know, this is an educational show, by the way. That's what I tell YouTube all the time. You know, YouTube, this is an educational show. Please do not block the video. August 1964, Marie Antoinette. Really, you believe they're out on that song? It's called He's My Dream Boy, is the name of the tune on the Providence record label. Well, if they came out on that song, they're going to come out on Busta Bass's request. This might put them over the top. Remember, if the screen goes dark, okay, If the screen goes dark, I'm letting you know in ahead of time because it happened 3 of the last 4 weeks, and I think it'll happen again. Just so you know, oldies, OLDIES, the letter N and more.com is the website. So there's a player there. I don't know, I think it plays. It'll come up, it'll play. But that's if you see the black screen, because they may do that. They're still there. So listen, if they came out on that Marie Antoinette, they're going to definitely hang around with this tune. And it's a request for Busta Bass. You must have been very young, Busta Bass, when you were listening to this song. This is the, let me see. I'm sorry, I messed it up there. It's not the, this singer from Blytheville, Arkansas. I think I said Arizona. I played one of the records last week. But Blytheville, Arkansas. He first sang with a vocal group called the Cool Gents in the late 1950s, but he would go solo in 1958 with a string of releases on the Falker, Abner, and in this case, VJ Records for this one. His real name is Delectus Clark, but you know him as D. Clark. And Busta requested his 3rd release. This is his 3rd of 11, and I really like this tune. I remember because my aunt had the 45. It's a song he wrote. This is arranged by Riley C. Hampton, and this was his biggest hit. This was number 2 on Billboard, number 3 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 1 record on WDON out of Wheaton, Maryland, from March of '61 for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. The great sound of D. Clark. And who was asking me for a rain song? Somebody, I forget, who was it? Dave the pickup artist, was that you? Somebody requested me for a rain song, and this is appropriate, but it's a request for Busta Bass, D. Clark, with his hit called Raindrops. Here you go.
Raindrops, so many raindrops, it feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes. Since my love has left me, I'm so all alone. I would bring her back to me, but I don't know where she's gone. I don't know where she's gone. There must be a cloud in my head. Rain keeps falling from my eyes. Oh no, it can't be teardrops, for a man ain't supposed to cry. So it must be raindrops, so many raindrops. It feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes. Falling from my eyes. Oh no, it can't be teardrops, for a man ain't supposed to cry. So it must be raindrops, so many raindrops. It feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes.
Yeah, that's a great sound of D. Clark. D. Clark, let me see. Yeah, from March 1961. That's on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. And his big hit song entitled Raindrops is third of 11 for the VJ record label. You see, the Copyright Police did come out on that. You know, that this record sounds, not that I dig stereo of 1950s and early 60s songs, but the stereo version of that, you really hear the strings in the background. It's very interesting sound there. But that is a styrene press, which is the cheap plastic there. It's not like hard vinyl, and it wears out much quicker, and you don't want to use a heavy stylus or a worn needle, because then you get that you get like a styrene hiss and whatnot to it. But that sounds okay. Sounded better than my vinyl press of that, which was a little bit grainy. Anyway, let us continue here. I had this record to play for a long time, but we're going to play it here. I just can't keep it in the box anymore. And this is for, hold on, where is my sheet here? This, I just added here. Rotary connection, where is it? Oh, here you go. This is for someone by the name of Solid Bond, who came into the chat room quite a ways back, and I haven't seen him in the chat room there since, because sometimes the people come and go, but I had the record pulled anyway, so we're going to play it here. Maybe he tunes in on the archive, either way, because when people first find out about the program, then they come back later, or they get a job or a new job at different times. But anyway, let's go back to Philadelphia here. This is for another girl group sound. Initially, this group recorded as the Yum Yums on the ABC Paramount record label. I don't have that record. That is an expensive soul record, by the way, Northern Soul record. But I do have, when they changed their name from the Yum Yums to Honey and the Bees, they had 5 releases on the Arctic label, and Solid Bond requested their second. And it features Nadie Felder. She's the lead singer on this. It's from June of 1968. They're known as Honey and the Bees on the Arctic label. It's called Why Do You Hurt the One Who Loves You? Honey and the Bees for Solid Bound. There you go. That's Honey and the Honey and the Bees there. That one there by request. I think it was Solid Sound, right? Yeah, Solid Sound requested that, and I just found what I was looking for. Bill Sheriff, this is your request next. Hold on a second, folks. As you know, Johnny G's got all these requests. Was it on this page? 1968 release. I wanted to tell you something else about Honey and the Bees. Here we go. June 68 release there for Solid Bound, Honey and the Bees on the Arctic label. Why do you hurt the one who loves you? Is the name. Nadie Felder, she's the lead singer. They also recorded for the Josie and the Bell labels, because there's a different Honey and the Bees groups, okay? And we continue here, and this is another record that isn't in great shape, but you're going to have to excuse it, so I apologize in advance. Maybe it'll throw off the copyright police with some scratches in it. You never know. But this is a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. This group hails from Baltimore, Maryland, and they first recorded for a label called A&I Records, and they were a trio. They were known as Garrett Jones, Gerald Chunky Pinkney, and the lead singer of this group is named Billy Herndon, and collectively they were known as the Whatnots. The Whatnots, not the Whatnots, the Whatnots, N-A-U-T-S. And this was their second of 9, came out on Sylvia Robinson's Stang record label. Now, Sylvia Robinson, of course, she was the other half of Mickey and Sylvie. I think her and her husband owned this label, Stang Records, which was out of Inglewood, New Jersey. This tune written by Wessaline Kerr, and Wessaline Kerr was the wife of George Kerr, a great writer, producer, and singer. Okay, sang with a group called what were they called on the Serenaders. He was the lead singer of a group called the Serenaders. This charted regionally. This was number 10 on WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland, by request for Bill Sheriff. October 1970, the Whatnots on Stang Records. It's called What's Left to Give, parentheses, After Giving It All. This is for Bill Sheriff.
After
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition out of Baltimore, Maryland. The sound of the Whatnauts from October 1970s. Their second of 9 on the Stang record label. That one there going out to listener Bill Sheriff. What's left to give after giving it all? Johnny G gives it all here on a Wednesday evening. I do that on all the shows. Both Charlene and I spend lots of time and effort to prepare the shows here. And that's why I say, YouTube, this is an educational show. Don't shut me down as we continue here. And maybe we'll be good with this one here. Request for listener James Brown. Now, this singer was in a group called The Gainers. They were out of Philadelphia, PA. Now, The Gainers, they were led by a lead singer Garnet Mims. But the group, let me see, in 1966, what happened here? This singer would go solo, and he would leave the Gainers, and he would meet up with Jerry Ragavoy, who penned his debut single, which came out on Ragavoy's Utopia record label. And then he would end up at Verve Records. That's Ragavoy would end up at Verve and would bring him with him. The singer would follow. He would end up with 8 releases on the Verve record label, and this was his first release. His name is Howard Tate. Of course, he was a member of the Gainers, but he left for solo and followed Jerry Ragavoy. This is from July of '66. This is by request for James Brown, Howard Tate on Verve Records. This charted number 63 on Billboard, 12 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on WJLB if you were tuned in out of Detroit, Michigan. Howard Tate for James Brown. It's called Ain't Nobody Home. That's a cool tune. I like that song a lot there. By request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's Mr. Howard Tate. Howard Tate from July 1968. It's on the Verve record label. Ain't Nobody Home is the name of the tune. What did I say with that? That was his... how many did he have on this label, Charlene? This was his first. Yeah, his first on the Verve record label. Great singer, Howard Tate. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo, as this group is out of Canton, Ohio originally. They were all students attending a Canon McKinley High School, and they were Bill Isles, Eddie Levert, Bobby Massey, William Powell, and Walter Williams. Okay, they would record for Sid Nathan's King label in mid-1960 as the Mascots. Then in 1961, they would become a quartet, and as a tribute to Cleveland disc jockey Eddie O.J., they would change their name to become the O.J.'s. And with a release first on the Apollo record label, they didn't have their next release until early 1963 for H.B. Barnum's Little Star label with a tune called How Does It Feel? And they would also back up Jimmy Norman on the same label with Love is Wonderful. In the meantime, the Little Star single would get picked up by Imperial Records for national distribution, and that's how I have it on Imperial. And this is a request, for Adrian. Well, this is the flip side request, because How Does It Feel was the A side. Adrian requested the flip side. It features Eddie Levert on lead. This was their first of 14 on the Imperial label from April 63. Let's give a listen to the OJs and their tune called Crack Up Laughing for Adrian Viterbo.
I'm going to crack up laughing at you when I tell you we're through. 'Cause I found someone new who don't hurt me like you do. This time joke on you, and I'm one who's laughing at you, and I laugh until you find someone new. Then I might stop laughing at you. Always cheated on me, and you told me I knew what to do. Well, I did, and I'm showing you that I think the last joke's on you. And oh, where's all the boys you knew? I said, oh, where's all the good times they promised you? And I laughed until you find someone new. Then I might stop laughing at you. I said, oh, I said, through with you, baby. I don't want you no more, baby. No, baby. Through with you.
Yeah, we crossed up the copyright police on that one there. Those are the OJs there. Eddie Levert on lead. That one there going out To listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, April 1963, Crack Up Laughing is the name of the tune. I featured it on the Imperial record label, their first of 14 that they had through 1966. They would also record for the Minute label and also Bell Records and Neptune, plus other releases, of course. Had a ton of them on the Philadelphia International label. Anyway, let us continue here, and we're kind of slipping by here tonight. We'll see how it goes. Let's fill a request now for listener G Dog, aka Graylin, in our YouTube chat room, as this group hails from Chicago, Illinois. They first recorded for the OK record label back in 1963. In 1966, they would sign with Brunswick Records, and they would have 16 releases on the Brunswick label. This was their first release. This tune written by Billy Butler. This might have been the B-side of the 45, I think. But the lead singer on this is Marvin Smith. It's produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Sonny Sanders. This did chart, though. Charted number 34 on WVON out of Chicago from September 66. Let's give a listen to the Artistics. The Artistics on the Brunswick label for Grayland. It's called Hope We Have. The Artistics.
Success is their desire. Keep on pushing, honey, don't look back. Baby, we can make it if we take the right job. The only hope we have is in our hearts. Yes, the hope we have, I know it is yours. 1 for 1 and 2 for 2. Baby, I'm for you. We can make it if our heads are high. Come on, baby, let's give it a try. The only hope we have is in our hearts. You see us, must believe me. I know that we can make it. All we got to do is try. Our love, no one can take it. Just as long as you're by my side. Hope we have is in our hearts. Yeah, hope we have is in our hearts. I know that we can make it. All we got to do is try. Our love, no one can take it. Just as long as you're by my side. Now, baby, I need you with all my soul. Come someday, we'll reach our goal. Gotta keep moving and we can't turn around. Happiness and success, it can be found. The only hope we have is in our hearts. Yes, it is. Everything is alright. Hope we have just as long as
Yeah, those are the Artistics. Yeah, the Copyright Police out on that tune there. The Artistics in September 1966. That's by request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. That is Marvin Smith on lead. Hope We Have is the name of the tune. I hope we don't get a blackout. So before that happens, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is our first of 3 shows. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 6. Maybe we'll finish a little bit early for the All 78 show. Then I'll be back Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. right back here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. So if you have a request, please send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Let's fill a request now for listener Ron Harry for this gal, first recording for Ember Records back in 1961. Her name, Judy Clay. She had other releases on Levette and also on Scepter Records. I think Scepter in 1964, but she would have her most popular song, a duet with Billy Vera. I played it not too long ago. I think a request for listener Tommy Albergo, Storybook Children. But she had 5 releases on the Stax record label. This was her first. And a big writing team at the time for Stax Records was Isaac Hayes and David Porter. They wrote quite a few tunes for a lot of the artists on the labels, and they were putting out hits one after another. This one did chart for her, number 34 on WAME in Miami, Florida, from August 1967. Let's give a listen to Judy Clay. Judy Clay on the Stax label. This is for Ron Harry. It's called You Can't Run Away from Your Heart. Judy Clay.
Mama told me this day would surely come. Yes, she did. When I wouldn't know which way to turn. She said a man's gonna get a grip on you, and there's nothing you can do, 'cause you can't run away from that man, but you sure can't run away from your heart. He gives me a little love, and he takes the rest somewhere else. Yes, he does. But his little is a whole lot. You see, I can't love nobody else. It's the third time I left him, and the third time I'm going back, 'cause you can run away. Done me wrong so many times. Oh, don't make me talk about him. I know I can't get along with him, but still can't go on without him. I'm gonna take him when it's sweet to me. Take all of his wrong, yes I will. 'Cause he's the only man I know that's got a love that's wrong, and I can run away from that man, but I sure can't run away from my heart. No, I won't run away. Now, surely run away. Mama told me that. Oh, yes, she did. Run away. No, surely run away.
There you go, August 1967, released there, cool tune. By request for listener Ron Harry, Miss Judy Clay. Judy Clay on the Stax label. What did I say? That was her first of how many? First of five for the Atlantic record label. You Can't Run Away from Your Heart is the name of that one. That's for Ron Harry. Let's do a twin spin on the Stax label. And I told you about those writers that Isaac Hayes and David Prater as David Porter, I'm sorry. Why did I say Prater? That's one of my listeners. David Porter. As here they are writing again, this time for a duo that you all know. This duo first started recording for Morris Levy's Roulette record label. Actually, they had releases prior to that on the Marlin label. But they would sign with Stax Records uh, um, in 1966, I think, and they would have some big hits like I lost my place here, like Hold On, I'm Coming and Soul Man. They had 10 releases. 65, I should say. They had 10 releases on the Stax record label. This was their 10th. This is my aunt's original record, by the way. This is her 45. As I was looking for a Stone Mint copy, I didn't find it in the box, but it's their 10th release. This is a request for listener Mnon. Again, I mentioned written and produced by Isaac Hayes and David Porter. This charted number 9. Boy, we're testing the waters here, folks. Number 9 on Billboard, 8 on Cashbox, 4 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to KGAR out of Vancouver, Washington. They are Sam Moore and Dave Prater. There you go. I said Prater. It was Porter for the writer, but Dave Prater is the singer. You know them as Sam and Dave, as Johnny G is battling on. Let's go to January 1968. Sam and Dave on Stax Records, a twin spin on the label for Mnon. It's called I Thank You for Mnon.
I want everybody to get up off your seat and get your arms together and your hands together and give me some of that old soul clapping. You didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to squeeze me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. If you took your love somewhere else, I wouldn't know what it meant to be loved to death. You make me feel like I've never felt. Kisses so good I have to holler for help. You didn't have to speak to me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Every day there's something new. You pull out your bag and you find to do. You got to try new things too, just so I can keep up with you. You didn't have to shake me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to make me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. All my life I've been shortchanged. Without your love, baby, it's a crying shame. And now I know what the fellas are talking about when they say that they're being good enough. I wanna thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. Yeah, yeah, thank, got to didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Thank you, baby. Got to thank, thank you, I gotta thank you, baby. Oh, baby.
Yeah, there you go. The great sound of Sam and Dave there. January 1968 release. That's their 10th release on the Stax record label. I Thank You is the name of the tune. That one they're going out to listener Mnon. He also requested the flip side. I have to tell you that my aunt also played both sides of this 45. So let's flip it over here because it is another tune written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter, January 68. This is the B-side to I Thank You. This did chart in Atlanta, Georgia. It was a number 4 record on WIGO out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is the B-side to I Thank You. This is Sam Moore and Dave Prater. The tune is called, we're not yet ready to do it, although the copyright police may make Johnny G do it. It's called Wrap It Up, Sam and Dave, for listener Emnon. There you go, by request for listener Emnon there, the sound of Sam and Dave. That sounds good. I haven't heard that in a long time. Remember my aunt playing that 45. Emnon, a great request there. Sam Moore and Dave Prater. That is the B-side to I Thank You. Wrap It Up and she liked both sides, because I would say, Mary, I played the wrong side. No, leave it on. She would tell me. Anyway, Johnny G, here we are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. We're going to test the waters here, is what we're going to do. Not so much with this record, but I'm going to test it with some other records here. We'll see they're out now. Copyright police are out. I dare not play a Motown record. I have a few here to play. Should I play a Motown record? I don't know, but let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Although this singer, he's originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. You wouldn't think it, but he would relocate out to the West Coast, and mostly known for his releases in the late 50s. Had a number of hits for Art Roop's specialty record label. I'm sure some of you listeners know them, like Short Fat Fanny and Boney Maroney and Dizzy Miss Lizzie, so many more. But he continued recording into the 1970s, by the way. And here is one that initially came out on a label called L-BAM Records. It would get picked up by Smash Records for national distribution. Now, it's a song he wrote, and this record was a #1 record on WROV out of Roanoke, Virginia. Let's go to January of 1966 by request for Edmund Williams, Mr. Larry Williams, on Smash Records. It's called Boss Lovin'. This is Larry Williams for Edmund.
When I get through working
Hard day's night.
I hurry home to see about
My girl,
she got that double old soul kind of loving.
out of sight.
My baby, she got
False loving.
when I need some satisfaction, give me
False loving.
that more. Never can't you see? Never can't you see? I don't need no one.
Rescue me.
Something you got, babe.
Makes me wanna holler.
Be home alone in the
Midnight hour.
I said, ooh, baby,
I love you.
and no one else. I'll be doggone. I just can't help
Help myself.
not as long as you got
False
talking about
loving.
not an hour I need.
False loving.
That Lord, she's so fine. I just got to brag, and I know Papa don't need
Brand new bag.
nowhere to run.
Nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna keep on
Pushing.
till I get tired. I've got to have some of yours.
False
I'm talking about
loving.
I don't need no respect, baby. Just give me
False loving.
and everything, Lord. Some of your
There you go. That one there by request for listener Edmund Williams. The sound of Larry Williams, January 1966 release. I featured it on the Smash record label. Boss Lovin' is the name of the tune. You know, they used to say, Johnny G, your show is boss. I remember I got a 45 one time. Somebody had boss all over the record. I was like, what does boss mean? Like, was this the was this record in charge of everybody else? No, it was like a term that said that your show is really cool. It's boss. So hopefully Johnny G has a boss show. If I do, please give me a thumbs up if that is the case. So thank you all for being here. We are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Let us continue here. And of course, Edmund requested, I don't always play the flip sides of his request, but I'm going to play it on this one because I think it's good. So let's flip over Boss Lovin' by Larry Williams from January 66. You get this tune. He also wrote the flip, and this did chart too. A number 19 record on WJMO out of Cleveland, Ohio. I want to do a countdown on that station one day. January 66 for Edmund Williams, the flip side of Boss Love. It's called Call on Me. This is Larry Williams.
Now when the nighttime turns dark and cold, if you find you need someone that you can hold, all you got to do, babe,
Call on me.
call on me.
Call on me.
And I'll come running, babe,
Call on me.
call on me. You find you you glad, baby, that I found you just call on me. I'm begging you, baby, call on me. I said call on me, baby, call on me. If the one that you're loving, girl, you thought he was true, you put your spies out in the street, baby, found out he been cheating on you. All you got to do, call on me. You don't have to stay there and take it, baby. Call on me. I'll come running, baby. Call on me. Or just call on me. If your love come down in your home, you're all alone. All you got to do, baby, just pick up your phone and just call on me. I'm begging you, baby, call on me. I said, girl, call on me, baby, call on me. Baby, and I'll come running, baby. Call on me. If your man not treating you right, baby, call on me. Just call on me. Call on me. If you run the streets all night, call on me. I say call on me. Call on me. Weather's in the early morning, call on me. I say call on me. Call on me. No matter whether late in the midnight, call on me. I said I'll come running, baby. Call on me. I said call on me.
There you go. There you go. That's when they're going out to listener Edmund Williams. That's the sound of Larry Williams there. That's a B-side there called Call on Me from January 1966, the flip side of Boss Lovin'. You know you can call on Johnny G when it comes to Soul 45s. I got all the goods here. Tell your friends about this program as we need to grow it bigger so the copyright police like make like a tree and leave. There you go. That's my joke for the day. We are in Vinyltreasure overtime here. It's going to go to the bottom of the hour here because I do have a show tomorrow. And let us continue here. Fill a request now for Chris Reed, who left early, but he told me he tunes in on the archive. Now, he requested this singer, his real name, Wilbert Lee Smith Sr., but he shortened that to Lee Diamond. And he was also a saxophonist and a songwriter, and he was the founding member of Little Richard's group, the Upsetters. They were his backup group, and he was playing sax with them. And he was also a member of Hames Brown's backing band. What is that, Charlene? But anyway, he first recorded for Vivian Carter's VJ record label, also had releases on the Minute label, which I think I do have, but Chris requested this release, which is out of the West Coast on John Maniscalco's Lola label. It was out of Hollywood, California, a tune written by the label owner. And let's see, from 1962. Let's give a listen to Lee Diamond with the Challengers. This is on Lola Records for Chris Reed. And this is what Johnny G... Well, don't tell Barbara. It's called Nothing... We got the right side? Yes. Nothing But a Playboy. Lee Diamond and with the Challengers for Chris Reed.
Oh, I'm nothing but a playboy, but I love you through and through. Hey, little girl, you got such loving ways, your sweet red lips, I dig the words you say, but in my heart, there's just too much love, so I'm gonna play
I know that you love me true, but there's a dozen more that'll love me too. There's a raging flame down in my heart, so I'm gonna play, play, play. I'm sorry, but I'm made that way. Can't help myself, I'm gonna play till the day I die. I love you, pretty baby, and I know it's gonna make you cry. If you let me have as much as all the things you do and say, then I'll know in my heart that you'll never try to go away. Hear me, girl, you do the same kind of thing that I do to you. I'm gonna put you down if you run around. So don't you play, play, play. I'll break it up if you play too. Can't help myself, I'm gonna play till the day I die. I love you, pretty baby, and I know it's gonna make you cry. If you love me half as much as all the things you do and say, then I'll know in my heart that you'll never try to go away. Hey, little girl, I know you love me true, but there's a dozen more that'll love me too. But in my heart, there's just too much love, so I'm gonna play, play, play. I'm sorry, but I'm made that way. Play, play, play. I'm sorry, but I'm made that way.
There you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed. That's the sound of Lee Diamond with the Challengers. In 1962, see, the Copyright Police didn't know that song. Nothing But a Playboy is the name of the tune. Featured it on the Lola record label. I bet you they're going to know this next song, though. And it's a request for listener George Chestnut. As we head back to Philadelphia for this next group, they would sign with Gilda Wood's Dion record label in late 1966 to have 8 releases, and their debut single was their biggest hit, was a song called Dry Your Eyes. But they would then move over to Gilda Wood's Top and Bottom record label. They had 7 releases on that label. This was their third. Now, this tune written by Hal David and Burt Bacharach, and I'm sure you know this version as done by Dionne Warwick. She did it back in 1962. I think it was her debut. Was it her debut single? I think, yeah. In 62 for Scepter Records. But this one is produced by Van McCoy. Let's give a listen to this version as done by Brenda and the Tabulations. And it features Brenda Payton on lead. And this charted number 8 on WRMA out of Montgomery, Alabama. This is by request for listener George Chestnut. June 1970 release for Brenda and the Tabulations and their rendition of the tune Don't Make Me Over. This is for George Chestnut.
Don't make me over. Now that I can't make it without you. Don't make me over. change one thing about you. Just take me inside your arms and hold me tight and always be by my side. Whether I'm wrong or right, I'm begging you, don't make me over, don't make me over. Now that you got me at your command, accept me for what I am, accept me for all the things that I do, accept me for what I am, oh, accept me for all the things that I do.
Now that I can't make it without you, I wouldn't change one thing about you.
Accept me for what I am, accept me for all the things that I do, accept me for what I am, oh, accept me for all the things that I do, accept me for what I am, oh, please accept me for things that I do.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for listener George Chestnut. That's Brenda Payton on lead with the Tabulations, June 1970 release. On the Top and Bottom record label, her rendition of the tune Don't Make Me Over, of course, was the big hit for Dionne Warwick. And I guess I agree, Dionne Warwick's is better, of course, but it's nice to hear that one there, too. Variation here on the Soul edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Leonard Mancini. This guitarist, songwriter, producer, singer, arranger, and director, born in Chicago, Illinois. Now, he was a member of the Daylighters. Actually, I think he might have been the lead singer of the Daylighters, that recorded for Tip Top Records. It was back in 1962. This song first came out on Charles Colbert's Nike label, which was out of Chicago. It would then get picked up by OK Records with a different flip side. The tune co-written by the singer. His name is Gerald Sims, and this charted number 6 on WOOK in Washington, D.C. We go to November of 1963. This is by request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Gerald Sims on OK. It's called There Must Be an Answer. Gerald Sims.
Somewhere the whole wide world, it keeps on turning. The little tiny children keep on yearning. All of the stars above, they keep on shining. There must be an answer somewhere.
my window, I know there must be some power above. There must be some power above.
There you go. That one there going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. That's Gerald Sims. No group behind him there. Cool Breeze is the flip side of that, which is a reissue of the, I think, 1962 or 63 release. That's November 63 on OK Records. There Must Be an Answer is the name of the tune, but YouTube never gives Johnny G an answer on why they blocked the show. But we're really going to test the water on this next tune because it was a hit, and it's on the Motown label, and I like the record. Well, that doesn't mean it's gonna shut down, but so does listener James Brown, because he requested this. This was another 45 my aunt had in her collection as we go back to Detroit, Michigan, and we lost the lead singer of this group, the voice of Levi Stubbs. We lost him on 2008. He was 72 years old. Now, this is the B-side to their 12th release, but I like this side better. Okay, the A-side was Seven Rooms of Gloom is okay too. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like that record, but for some reason I just like this side better. Maybe because I used to dance to it a lot. I don't know what it is, but I like the flip side better. This charted, though, only number 76. Seven Rooms of Gloom was number 14 and number 8 on Cashbox. The B-side charted number 76 on Billboard, number 50 on the R&B chart. But this was a big number one record on WAMS out of Wilmington, Delaware. Now, this was on their LP, if you have their LP, called the Four Tops Reach Out, of course, for their big hit, I'll Be There. Features the great Levi Stubbs on lead. Again, another Holland Dozier, Holland Penn tune. Actually, R. Dean Taylor also chimed in writing this one from May 1967 by request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. The great Four Tops with I'll Turn to Stone.
If you take your love from me, I'll turn to stone, turn to stone. If your love I couldn't call my own, I'll turn to stone, turn to stone. I need your love in every way. Your love I cling to when things slip away. Without your love, I'll be lost and alone. No reason for living, all purpose would be gone.
Yeah, there we go. I like what Joe Carrera said. We're using house money here is what we're doing because we're ahead of the game. I like that record. I really, really do. Thanks for requesting it. James Brown, that's Levi Stubbs and the Four Tops, May 1967. The flip side of 7 Rooms of Gloom, song entitled I'll Turn to Stone, a great tune on the Motown record label. Let us continue here and fill a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. We heard from Johnny Thunder earlier in the program, a request for Bust the Bass, his rendition of the tune I'm Alive. Well, here he is again, this time together with Ruby Winters. And this, let me see, he had 9 releases on, and I guess that's including the solo efforts, but he's recording here with Ruby Winters. She's got some good records on the Diamond label too. This is Joe Kolsky's Diamond label out of New York City, but they're singing together on this. This is actually their first of 2 that they recorded for the Diamond label, and this is a cover tune. This actually was first done, you know the expression here, but anyway, this too was first done back in 1953 by Joe Stafford on the Columbia record label. It was produced by Buddy Killen and Phil Cal. Now this charted number 95 on Billboard, number 13 on the R&B chart, and a big number 8 on WJMO out of Cleveland, Ohio. Those of you tuned in on Oldies and More, you are still listening to me, but we're going to play the song. February 1967 release for Graylin. This is Johnny Thunder and Ruby Winters. It's their rendition of the tune Make Love to Me. This is for Graylin.
Oh, take me in your arms and never let me go. Whisper to me softly while the moon is low, and hold me close and tell me just what I want to know. Say it to me gently while I let that sweet talk flow. Just come on a little bit closer. Make love to me. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, kiss me once again before we say goodnight.
All right.
Take me in your loving arms, squeeze me tight.
You got no fight, mama.
Put me in the mood so I can dream all night.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Everybody's sleeping in, so it's quite alright.
I'm going to come a little closer and make love to you. Oh, baby, listen to me. When you're near, what happens? So help me, dear. The chills run up and down my spine.
Now you listen. Oh, don't you know
No, I don't.
that I love you so? I won't be happy until you're mine.
Listen to me, Ruby, when you're in my arms, you give my little heart a treat, and everything about you is so doggone sweet. Every time we kiss, you make my life complete. Oh, baby doll, you make me sweep off my feet. So now's the time to tell you, make love to me.
Oh, when I'm in your arms, you give my heart a treat.
You're kidding me.
Everything about you is so doggone sweet.
I like that.
Now's the time to tell you, come on, make love to you. Oh, come on, baby, make love to me.
You're coming home to me right now.
You know I need your kind of loving.
I bet you give it to you, baby. Listen to me.
Please don't take
I'm
my
gonna
love.
make love to you. That's all I got to do. No time, make it short. That's what I'm fixing to do.
There you go there. That's a duet there by request for G-Dog here. I'm losing my place here. You see the copyright police getting Johnny G all deciphered up here. All messed up. Where was that here? Bear with me, folks. I had it here, I had this one here. Oh, here we go. For Grayland. There you go. That's the sound of Johnny Thunder and Ruby Winters. I apologize, folks. You see, the copyright police always gets Johnny G all riled up. February 1967 on Diamond Records, Make Love to Me, their first of two on the Diamond label. Well, you know what that means. We don't want to go through that off and on anymore. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G. We kind of made it through pretty far here, I have to say. We got through a lot of requests here, so if Charlene's got a lot of cleaning up, now I'll do it, Charlene. I'll clean up the file. I'll remove the songs that I play. But thank you all for being here. And again, if you do have a request, the best way to get it to me is to send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way. And if I have the record, I'll play it for you if it fits the format, pretty much. And if not, I'll search for it. I can tell you that I have a list. I'm telling you right here, and I'll show it to you. So here was my list. This is of what I have left to find, okay? This is the list. See it? You see the ones that I found off the list there? There's a bunch of them here. There's the open requests here are for, I got Leonard Mancini, Bill Sheriff, Chris Reed, Bill Sheriff, Edmund Williams, Bill Sheriff, Gary, well, no, I'm sorry, I found that. We played that Philadelphia International. Gary McClendon. I still am looking for Jude, I'm still looking for that, the 5 stair steps. Can't find. I'll find it eventually when I get to the Buddha section. Leonard Mancini. I have a Darrell Fletcher that was up here. I can't find it. There's James Brown. Well, I'll find that Four Tops record. Leonard Mancini. I don't even know if I have that Four Voices because it just looked familiar. Warren Russell. I have this record, Tommy Hayes, because I played it. I can't find it. Who else here? Warren Russell, another one for Syl Johnson. I've been looking for that forever. Chris Reed. Let me see. I found Bust the Bass. Bust the Bass. I'm looking for the Lee Morgan for you. I can't find it. That's because I don't know where I put the Blue Notes. Warren Russell. Here's another one. I'm looking for Ollie Nightingale. And I have multiple copies of that. Like I have 15 copies of that record. I can't find it. Gary McClendon and George Chestnut requested the A and B side of a record by Lucky Peterson's Blues Band on Today. I'm looking for that. I have it. I'm looking for the Soul Children for Bust the Bass. I can't find it. The Sweeter He Is, Part 1 and 2. And not that much more. And another one. There's a Ted Taylor and Little Johnny that I'm looking for you for Bust the Bass. I can't find it. And then the last one for Busta is Ella Washington. They're from the 70s or the early 70s, and I didn't pull those records out. So those are currently, let's say they're in the queue. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. I would hope that you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program here. I think it's a great show. Do you think it's a great show? I mean, I get enjoyment out of it. But anyway, thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the 78 show. You know, we're going to start off with some of the early 40s records, and we go through by year. And then I'll be back Saturday night. That's all 1950s vocal group doo-wop. I got some R&B stuff, tomorrow, too. So I'm out of here. That's going to do. We're going to close the show tonight. I had this in the box. I'm going to play it. Okay, we're going to play the song because I don't see some of the people that come back into the chat room here. And this is for, where is it? This group, they're called the Tear. I just had it here. I'm telling you, folks. Page 1 it's got to be on. No, page 2 it's on. Here we go. The group, here we go. This is a request. I don't know, James, maybe you tune into the program, but I'm going to play this for you. I'm sorry, John Colbert requested this. This group called the Teardrops. Now, there are multiple groups by that name, but this group had 3 releases on the Laurie label. This was their first release. Tune written and produced by Ernie Maresca. It's arranged by John Abbott. This would be re-released in 1977 with a different flip. Okay, I didn't know. But our closer tonight is from January 66, The Teardrops on Laurie. It's called Hey Gingerbread. Well, I can go for some gingerbread cookies. That's not good for my A1C, though. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Please give me a thumbs up if you dug what you heard tonight. And I'll see you, some of you, tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not, some of you Saturday night. If not, I'll see you here next week right here on YouTube and Oldies and More on the Oldies and More Radio Network. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, the Teardrops.
Truly understand. I call her little
This is how long it's taking for the lifting of the copyright blockage here. I'm not playing a record here. Let's see if they stop it. They should stop it. I'm just waiting here. Waiting here. This is like a dead time here. Let's see. The records are going to sleep. Yes, they are. Let's just see how long it takes. Oh, here it comes. Now, you see, how long did that take? So that was the blackout there, folks. And for that record, see, what happens is once it starts, well, this isn't going to go anywhere. So here we go. It's show and tell time here. If you're looking for some books, is Cool Transport still there? I don't know if you can get this book anymore. My father's painting. Hold on. This book weighs a ton. The only thing, it's a great book, okay? It's a whole thing about the Philadelphia sound, and it weighs a ton. It's got all color pictures in it. The only thing that's not good about this book is if you're looking for a specific song, it's like a pain in the neck to find it. So you have to like read the book and put little notes and things. But it really is a good. It talks about a lot of the records. It talks about the 50s. This is a good thing. It's called the There's That Beat Guide to the Philly Sound, Philadelphia Soul Music and its R&B roots, from gospel to bandstand to TSOP. Dave Moore and Jason Thornton, who has tuned into the program too, by the way. But it's definitely, Barbara got me this for, it's got some cool pictures in the back too, for I think one of the birthdays. No, Christmas I think it was. But I don't know if it's available anymore, because I think I got it out of the UK, if I'm not mistaken, when she ordered it. The other thing here, one of the things that I use to get the Billboard information off of is they have an R&B. They have an R&B one, which I think is I never got, but this is the Billboard. Joe Whitburn, who passed away, he did a lot of compiling of the data of all Billboards, and this has the bubbled under charts in here. I don't know what this goes through. It's only from 1955 to 2012. It shows you when I got the book in 2012, but it's a hard copy, and it gives you charted action and he has little write-ups and things, and here's like the Marvelettes. So it tells you like the big #1 records, female R&B vocal group from Inkster, Michigan. It gives you a bunch of information. So this is a good book. I don't use it all the time. Charlene is able to get a lot of the Billboard stuff already, so I take what she uses in the write-up. Another book that's good, and I showed it to you before, and this book is good because it's about the Fortune High Q, whatever the labels that Devorah Brown had, out of Detroit. Billy Miller, I think I showed you this book before, and the good thing about this book is it has all the releases in it. So you can actually go and it's got other things too. Look, there's a Cub record in here. And this is also in color. And this is a heavy book too, but not as big as that other book. So I don't know where this came out of, but this is a great book. Also, yeah, Kix Books had it. Barbara bought me this one too. And I have some other things that are pretty cool. There's the Rockin' Records price guide is the other thing. But basically, and I use other things too. But anyway, so here you go. This is like a little talking thing here. But anyway, I gotta go, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to see how long it would take the copyright police to bring back the program. But I'm out of here, folks. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock if you're into 78s. I'm out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Thanks.